Hi, welcome to today's episode of A Couple of Things, your favorite daily podcast about things. Today, I'm going to be talking about how we're all really just becoming our parents, uncles, and aunties, and how we swore we're never going to do this, but here we go. So, something I've been talking about with my friends recently is how we're actually really all becoming adults. And I'm very confused because I was just 16. Like, literally, yesterday I was 16. How am I now doing adult things? What is going on? How do we get here? I recently saw a picture of one of my little cousins, I would say. Yeah, she's my little cousin. Her dad and my mom are siblings, so she's my little cousin. So, I changed this babe's diapers for like almost 2 years of her life. And I saw a picture of her, and she just turned, I think, 13. And I was like, what do you mean this is the child for whomst I changed her diapers for 2 years? How is she big? How is she this big? What is happening? How is she this big? When did that happen? How did that happen? Because if she's 13 and she's this big, that means I'm now older by 13 years since the time that I changed, or 11 years since the time I changed her diapers, which I do not understand. And I was like, what do you mean? And I realized that, wow, I have become those people that are like, I carried you when I was a baby. Because I indeed carried you when you were a baby. Why are you this big now? What is happening? And this is a thing that all my friends are talking about, like how they see like kids that were like, maybe when they were like in their teens or early 20s, these kids were like in their infanthood or toddlerhood, and now those kids are like tall and big, and it's like, how did this happen? Where did the time go? What is going on? Before we go on, subscribe if you haven't. Okay, let's continue. Another way in which we are all becoming our parents is that you guys are drinking agbo. I'm not part of you people, but you guys are drinking agbo with your ginger shots and turmeric shots. But lucky, we are all just drinking agbo, which is what our parents did. And we're like, why am I taking this? You're taking multivitamins. You're just taking drugs for no reason. You're not sick, but you're just taking drugs. You guys, we're getting old. We're becoming our parents. We're doing the exact things that we used to be like, what? Why are you doing this for? All of those things. Because really, life is all about turn by turn. And we're all going to grow. And as we grow, we'll begin to do the things that we were clowning. Well, maybe not clowning, but like just being weird about when other people did them. And now we're doing it because we're all now just drinking agbo. We're all just doing things, going to another interesting thing that I've been noticing, and something that I used to in particular like wonder about my mom, is why are you traveling to all kinds of places for people's weddings and birthdays and funerals and things like that? And guess who is doing that now? Me. Now I am doing that, traveling for weddings and birthdays and all kinds of things. And it's like, wow, is this adulthood? Is this life? Is this what we're doing now? Or like a few months ago, my friend was doing her birthday, and I just found myself like organizing things, like making sure people were eating and all of this. And I was like, wait, this is what my mom was. This is what my mom does. Why am I like? What is happening? I was so confused. I was like, this is the thing that my mom does when we go to parties, and I'm like, can we all relax? It's not that serious. It's not your birthday, it's not your party. And here I am doing the exact same thing. Life comes at you really quickly. I'm just like all the things that my mom used to say, do this, do that. I'm like, no, this is not really necessary. I am doing them now. Why? You are now the one that is organizing things for people. Like, when did all of this happen? I am a baby. I didn't sign up for this. When did this happen? Who allowed all of this to happen? Why am I thinking about taxes and tax returns and deductibles and thinking about, oh, this person's wedding is in this month and this other person's wedding is that month and this person having a baby some other time and people are running businesses and we're just having adult conversations like I was not prepared for this, and I was not prepared for the realization that we're all going to go old and be doing adult things, and it's wild. It's wild. Like, how did this happen? I don't think I'm ready for this. I know I'm already doing it and living in the life, but I actually don't think I'm ready for this. Nobody prepared me for this, and I would just like to say that I should have been better prepared. I don't know about you guys, but I really feel like I'm not prepared for this adulting thing. Even though I'm inching closer to my 30s, in my brain, and I am not kidding, in my actual brain, if you ask me how old I am, I feel like I'm 16 years old. So I don't understand what is happening. Why am I discussing marriage and relationship, like serious relationship things and children and all these kind of things with my friends? Like, why are these the things that we're talking about now? I liked when we were just talking about random things that didn't make any sense. And we're just having fun and chilling and just being baby girls and boys. But now, this thing is serious. We're serious people, or we're supposed to be serious people doing serious people things. Well, then, I don't know where to end this, but how do you think that you have become more like your parents or other people in your life that you used to be like, all of this is unnecessary about? What are you doing now that you couldn't imagine yourself doing when you were younger, say 5, 10, maybe 15 years ago? Share with me. Or am I alone? Okay, thanks for listening. Bye. Thank you for listening to today's episode of A Couple of Things. If there was anything you found interesting or insightful or you enjoyed the episode, please do share to someone or multiple people. Like, leave a comment, and definitely do subscribe and all the nice things. Bye. Here is your regular reminder that I am accepting questions and topic suggestions. Also, you can now nominate yourself or someone else to be featured on the podcast to talk about anything that you find interesting. And you can do all of this, whether submitting a question or nominating yourself or someone, through the link in the show notes.